Guys, I went 10 for 10 today. I took 10 trades today. Every single trade ended up working out phenomenally. This is flabbergasting statistics. This is very rare, and it rarely ever happens among any people that really have Discord groups or any traders in general. To have statistics like this is extremely rare. I've even made a spreadsheet here, as you can see, of all of the various trades that I've taken so far, with the overall success rate of these trades, the average percentage gain, as well as the average percentage loss. I am 34 for 37. That's a 91% success rate. That is absolutely phenomenal trading, guys. So in today's video, I'm going to go over one trade specifically, and I'm going to explain the reasoning of why I entered and exited the trade. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so here's a trade that we took at 11:10 a.m. We entered into QQQ 576 puts at this price. So 11:10 a.m., essentially, we went short on the NASDAQ. So this is a 1-minute time frame of the NASDAQ. We took many different trades all throughout the day. We went long, we went short here, we made a lot of money. We went long here, many different trades. But the easiest trade that I can really show you guys is that short that we took at 11:10 a.m. Now, the reason for that is, first and foremost, this right here is 11:10 a.m. This right here, this red candle that we get right here. Now, why this is so easy is because this is essentially retesting a major level of resistance. And all throughout the morning, this level here has been very important. As you can see, very simply, all you really need to do is you need to make levels of support and resistance throughout the day. And then as you can see, they have been holding very firmly. So for example, this early morning, this level, the low at 9:32 a.m. acted as a clear-cut support. As we broke below it, and as we broke below this level of support here, it led to a massive capitulation. Very interestingly enough, right, when we retested and bounced back, we came back to the same zone, same level, and this failed. And then it started to stagnate below this level. And then what ended up happening is once we broke back above this level, it acted as a level of support. So what I'm trying to show you guys is clearly this was a very major zone, major level of support and resistance, right? So what ended up happening, my thought process for taking this trade was, number one, we went short over here. We went short at the top. So I'm giving you guys context, okay? So we went short at the top. We made a lot of money to the downside. And essentially what I said, that if we get a close above this level, and if it starts to break back above this zone, then I'm going to sell my runners. And essentially, that didn't happen. We continued to hold this zone very perfectly. And we ended up really vomiting much lower. And phenomenal, amazing trades. We ended up shorting even more. Spectacular trade. So now, we ended up making money on the upside as well. Spectacular. So now that you understand the context, so we are already moving with the market. We went short again, went long. Now what? We are back to this major level of resistance. What do you generally do at a major level of resistance? What do you do when you see that this zone here has been acting as clear-cut resistance and support all throughout the day? Especially into a monstrous bounce back. These bounces, right, after a huge move lower, is simply just generally a bull trap, okay? So what we're getting here on this big move, right, is this is a bear flag. Bear flags are generally bearish patterns. And we are at a major level of resistance while forming a bear flag. Both very bearish structures and bearish situations. So this is really not a an opportunity where you want to go long. This whole area, when you retest this zone, we've seen it very importantly, right? When you come and retest this zone after a big bounce, this whole area is where people begin to take profits, right? So that's where we essentially began to take profits. As we started to take profits, this was a really good opportunity for us to switch bearishness. And that's exactly what ended up happening. These puts ended up going over 40% to the downside, and it worked out phenomenally, purely because of prior structure of what was going on. All we did was we looked at what was happening earlier in the day, and we just let it ride. And another thing that just innately I understood was you could basically make a fib level from this high to this low, and you're going to see what fib level we're essentially retesting as we came to this level, and why it even drives it home even further. So look at what ended up happening. This is a fib level from the most recent highs to the most recent lows. We came right at the 618% fib, almost to the dot. Okay? So as you can see, not only did we basically get a big bounce back upwards, we got a bear flag into a major resistance zone, tapping into the 618% fib. All of these different things set up for an amazing drop to the downside. So not only did we short this, we reshorted, I believe, as well, and we captured another bigger move to the downside. So this was just awesome. You cannot argue with this. It worked out really, really well. And these trades happen all throughout the day. And the way to continuously make money from these trades is you have to be patient. You cannot try to force trades and force movements. Regardless of what you think is going to end up happening in the market, it's irrelevant. You are not always going to be correct with every single situation. And what I really want people to understand is the patience aspect that comes with trading. I took 10 trades today. I took 37 trades over the past couple of almost less than 10 days. And we have a 91% success rate for a specific reason, because these trades occur over and over again. So this is not something that is luck. This is something that is replicable. And as you can see, with multiple different factors and multiple different reasons, it works out really well. So the proof is in the pudding. If you guys want access, you guys could click the link down below, click the link in my comments section, and you guys gain access to every single trade that I'm taking, the exact reasoning of why I'm taking the trade, everything in between. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys with the aftermarket analysis. All right, have an amazing day. I'll see you guys soon.